Welcome to the Exceed Analysis Growing Your Community demonstration. As you go through this demonstration, you may want to pause it along the way. The first step in the analytical process is to select the geography that you would like to compare and analyze. As an example, let's go ahead and analyze some of the opportunities for growth in some of the core services within some selected communities. Let's choose only the province of Manitoba. And then let's narrow the geography to cities, towns, villages, and regions. And then also a minimum population of 1,000. Note the list of 122 different locations listed on the right. Now let's further select the region around Selkirk, Manitoba. We are now ready for some analysis. Let's go to the Community Profile tab, where I have pre-selected a number of variables. Note that the data type parameter is already set to percentage of population so that we can compare communities with different populations. Let's change the comparison base graphic to Manitoba. Then let's change the community of interest to Selkirk. Which then changes the community that is highlighted in the graphic. Let's look at variable 37. It says that 23.1% of Selkirk's population is over 65, one of the highest in immediate communities around Selkirk, and 7.5% higher than the provincial average. We can now analyze a total of 2,247 variables in this tab. But let's go to the PDF Community Profile tab to print the report. This tab provides the analysis in table format. Let's create a summary report by changing the analysis type to summary. The report is now ready for printing and analyzing further. Let's highlight variables 1676 and 1681. They tell us that the median value of dwellings and monthly shelter costs in Selkirk are ranked in the bottom third percentile when compared to surrounding communities. We can now go to the Labor Analysis tab, where we can analyze the workforce. Let's go ahead and highlight variable 62. What this says is that Selkirk is ranked number 1 in terms of the number of people per capita that work in healthcare and social assistance, and that 21.9% of the population works in these fields, which is 14.5% above the provincial average. Note that only 2-digit industry codes are selected and that there is much more detail available with 3- and 4-digit codes. Let's take a look at the data universe. It includes both labor force data by place of work and place of residence. This allows us to take a look at the difference between this data. Let's look at the total for all industries and change the report type to all data. This tells us that 30.2% of Selkirk's workforce comes from outside the city. And while a more detailed analysis is needed, this suggests that it's likely not jobs that are limiting Selkirk's economy, as opposed to a negative number which would suggest that a limiting growth factor is the availability of jobs. This report is now ready for printing in the PDF Labor Analysis tab. Now let's go back to the Select Geography tab. Let's clear the selection by selecting outside the map, and you will see the number of selected geographies on the right jump back to 122. Now let's add in the province of Saskatchewan. We have now created a second piece of analysis and reports that compares Selkirk to the communities of Manitoba and Saskatchewan with a minimum population of 1,000. Let's go to the PDF Labor Report and further drill down and create an executive summary by including only the categories where Selkirk is in the top and bottom 3rd percentile. This detailed executive summary report is now ready for printing, and it isolates the strengths and weaknesses of Selkirk across 3-digit industry codes in terms of place of work. This is how easily we can explore large volumes of data while comparing many communities and quickly filter out the strengths and weaknesses of a community. There are 3 pricing options available for this product. The first option is the standalone desktop application with free reader for unlimited analysis and reports for $3,600 plus GST. A second option is where Exceed provides your community with 2 separate reports for both the community profile and labor force data with your own custom defined geography. This is priced at $1,800. And a third option is a more customized analysis with the price dependent on request. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was informative.